Here's Tamra Dia.
Hey, Harry, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I feel like I got invited into Harry's house, so I am very good.
Here you are. This is it. I chose this.
I love it. Very nice. Exactly what I imagined.
Yeah, it's
Um,
exactly my ideal space.
yeah. Well, first off, congratulations on Harry's house. I'm
Thank
one
you
of the
so
millions.
much.
Of course, yeah. Look, I'm one of the millions of people that played Fine Line on repeat. So I
I
have been
appreciate that
ready
very
for
much.
this. Oh gosh, yeah. Thank you for making amazing music. Obviously, a lot has happened in between these two albums. So, what would
Mhm.
you say is the biggest difference between the Harry who made Fine Line and the Harry who made Harry's House?
Oof. I would say, I'd say the Harry that made Harry's house is probably the most comfortable being said Harry um, that that he's that I've ever been. I think like obviously all of us went through something the last couple of years, and I think through some time that I don't think I'd necessarily had to kind of stop and sit with like who I was for a while. I think music is kind of I used to be so afraid of kind of who I was if I didn't do it, and I don't feel kind of afraid of that anymore. And I think in a lot of ways that allows me to just enjoy it more. And I think I've always felt incredibly lucky to get to do this as my job, but I feel like more and more I kind of feel like just incredibly like lucky that this is what I get to do, and I think I feel like I'm falling more and more in love with making music each time I get to do it, and that's a really fun place to make music from. So
Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun place for us to hear the music coming from
thanks.
too. Is there a song on Harry's House that is a personal favorite of yours?
I would say Matilda's probably a personal favorite. I'd say maybe Little Freak was a personal favorite for me as well, just because I think it was written and made in a hotel room in Tokyo, and was kind of done on this like really bad rental gear and stuff, and there were all these kind of like buzz noises and stuff because the gear wasn't great, and that went through so many different iterations of the song before it finally got to a place where it felt like it was finished. And I'm so happy that it's kind of done, because I think it's like version 19 point something. So
I love the lyrics on that one. I mean, they're
thank
probably
you. Thanks.
speaking of lyrics, love is obviously a very big theme in Harry's house, but a standout
Yes.
seems to be cinema. In the lyrics, you say, "I just think you're cool. I dig your cinema. Do you think I'm cool too, or am I too into you?" And Harry, I gotta say, it's hard for me to imagine a world where you feel like you weren't cool enough for someone that you were interested in. So, are those just lyrics, or do you actually feel that way?
And yet we are all human. And
Yeah.
no, I think it's I think it's like when when you like someone, and that kind of initial phase of like, am I doing things right, and before you're kind of comfortable with each other or whatever, and it's all that kind of like all of that stuff that happens at the start of something. So yeah,
The
it's a real
butterflies.
yeah.
Before there was Harry's House and Fine Line
Mhm.
and your self-titled debut album, there was Up All Night and Take Me Home and Made in the
Yes, there
AM.
was.
Yes. Do you think that there will ever be a day when you and the boys would share the stage together again?
I don't know. I mean, I think the thought of it is a really nice one. I think I'd love for there to be a time where it felt like something we all wanted to do, and I very much enjoyed like those albums that you mentioned, and I think we all went through something really special together, and there's a lot of love there. So yeah, I think if there's a moment for us to do it in the right way, I think it'd be great.
Awesome. And then last question. I actually spoke with Adele during her album release week,
Hmm.
and she told me that she texts Drake for support, during those times because you guys are obviously in such a huge place and very few people understand what you guys go through.
Mm.
Is there any big artists like that you text with, especially in big weeks like this?
Um, I don't know if there is really. I think I try and man, that's an interesting question. I think like obviously along the way at different times in whether you're touring or making an album and all the different stuff, like you kind of run into people and talk with friends in the industry and stuff who you'll kind of just discuss like what that moment feels like. But I think like I don't know, I'm trying my own experience a little bit and kind of see how I deal with it and try and learn from that. So I guess there isn't someone particularly that I'd say like I turn to for it. I try and I think my friends kind of bear the brunt of most of my insecurities in those moments. But yeah, I'm just trying to like relax and have a good time. And I feel really good about the music at the moment, which helps. So yeah, I'm excited.
Nice. I'm excited too. I'm excited to catch you
Thanks
on
so
tour when you
much.
come to Los Angeles.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Yeah, congratulations again. Have an
Thank you
amazing
so
week.
much.
Okay. Bye, Harry.
Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Spout.